Good morning, everybody. Firstly, I want to thank God for showing me so much mercies and helping me in this forex trading. I could remember last year, 2024, when I dived deep into forex trading. On two different occasions, I wanted to quit, but on each of these occasions, I went and I prayed, and the Holy Spirit of God told me I'm in the right direction. And today, everything has changed. In 3 days, 3 days. Yesterday was Thursday, I think Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday yesterday. I've made about 550 over 550,000 naira. Yeah, I think somewhere around 550 or more than that. Because on Tuesday I made about 438,000, but I made a little mistake and I lost 100,000 the same day. So my net profit that day was about 338,000. The following day I made $101, which is 164 over 164,000. But then it was 5 trades. When in the fifth trade, I made a mistake. I lost $9, so it ended around 150,000. Then yesterday, I made about 64,000. So in total, everything is about 550,000. And let me show you my charts, how I made that profit. Before I made the first trade, if you look at this is GBP USD. If you look at this chart, this is the 4-hour time frame. If you look at this chart, you will see this thing that have been going up like this, down like this, down like this, up, down, up, down. In forex trading, this is called consolidation. There's what is called accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, AMD. When these bankers, these big bankers like JP Morgan and the rest, these are the people that drive this market you're seeing here. When they want to go in a certain direction, maybe bullish direction, for instance, because this is bullish, they will first of all accumulate a lot of contracts. This is what they are doing here, which is what they are doing: accumulation, to be forming a kind of range. So once, as I saw this accumulation, and this accumulation took about 2 weeks, if not more than 2 weeks, I knew that the next thing they want to do is to do what? Is to break out of this zone and buy and go up. So I kept waiting for them. I kept waiting. I waited and waited and waited and waited until, as God will have it, the thing came up to this place, played around, came down here. I don't know. I believe it's the Holy Spirit of God that touched me around 3 a.m. I saw this trade break here and then rejected this level. This is a key level. Immediately I saw this rejection, I entered my trade and the thing bought seriously, went up here. I think this is, when it came up here, it made these 2 rejections. I thought it was going, but I did not notice on time that it was about to reverse. It was around here that I closed the trade. Meanwhile, at this position here, it has entered a new day. And I went to follow one advice I had from one guy that once a new day is formed, candle is formed, just go below and place your stop loss and then go up maximum and take profits. And I decided to do 2 other side profits apart from the one I'm doing, 2 other trades. The thing came and hit me. Those 2 trades now was what made me to lose that 100,000. If not, this one itself gave me about 438,000 or thereabout. So, but those 2 other trades I took, I was thinking they will also accumulate and add to this. As the thing hit me here, I just closed it. I lost 100,000 for those 2 trades, but this one gave me 438,000. So I closed that day with about 338,000. So I knew that this trade was going to go further. This was going to continue going up. You understand? Look at it. Let me show you where my take profit is. Let me show you. Let me minimize it. show you where my take profit is, where I'm actually targeting, because what I was targeting for this trade was not actually 438,000. This is where I'm targeting 600 pips. What I was targeting was 960,000 naira. Because when it gets to this point, it's going to give me about 600, no, 960. When it hits this point, it will give me $660. And $600 on its own is 960,000. Then $60 is about 96,000. Let me approximate it to 100. So that will be about 1,050,000 naira. But the trade got to this place and started reversing. That's why, if at the point when it was here, I was at about, the trade was $500 here, which was 800,000. But when it came down here, those things happened. I had to close out with 338,000. So when the trade was coming down here, I'm still learning more in this market. I just had this divine direction in my spirit that this trade is mitigating, so I can actually enter. So I saw the trade has broken down here, and then I think somewhere around here when it went up and rejected this this near key level, this near neckline, I entered the trade. And coming down to this trade, this is where I made that the next 164,000. But along the line, I placed another trade, and the trade did not go in my direction, thinking it was going to go up, it was going to go down further, or up rather. The thing kept going down, but at the time it went opposite. I had to leave the trade. That was what made me to lose that $9. So that $9 about 16,000 or thereabout. Subtract it from that 164, leaving me about with 150,000 naira. And then this is the trade I am into now. This is 3 trades. I took one because after the trade has mitigated, this is an order block. It has tapped. It actually tapped. So yesterday I even understood this order block better. I just thank God for what it's doing for me. The Holy Spirit has been directing me strongly. So when it entered this place, I had to give it a very good breathing space, and it broke and went up to this direction. I think I said yesterday evening it was about $40, but this morning, because I took two other trades, because those two other trades I'm expecting them to hit here, so I can make a quick profit, while the first one blows through and continues in this direction. So those two other trades, because of these reversals, was giving me around minus $10, while this one that is the first and main trade gave me $15. So I closed it, and this morning I had about $4.70. But then when this trade is coming down, I had to re-enter the trade again. So if you calculate everything I've made so far, I've made close to 560,000 naira. So, but I decided to leave it at 550 round figure. Now, this trade, once this trade goes to hit this level, which I've left here, today I'll be making 180,000 from those two extra side gigs. But this one, I expect it to blow through to this position, which will be giving me about $200, and that $200 is about 320,000. So I'm expecting that one. I'm expecting it to close on Monday, because market closes on Friday every evening by 10 p.m. But this one I'm expecting it to hit those two, to hit here and give me that 180k, and then continued on Monday. So 180 plus 320 is another 500,000. And by God's grace, by the help of God, I get that 500,000. That means what I've made this week and next week would have been about close to 1.1 million. So forex is not a scam. Don't let anybody deceive you. The thing is that most people, the failure rate in forex is very high. But however, if you ask God for help and God open your eyes, give you the right direction, and then with good mentorship and consistency, forex can change your life completely. So I'm so grateful to God for what He's doing for me. So thank you, and God bless. Have a wonderful day, everybody.